tonight.
Where's Melanie?
They're gone. Commando took them.
Missing in action. Can Mel and Sharif survive the Commando's next test?
Are you ready for what I got in store?
I wanted to throw up.
Just suck it up.
And
Let the battle for immunity begin.
it's a mouth-watering temptation.
Die for a donut.
But who will be able to resist?
Your time starts
Keep thinking about it, Sean.
now.
We just had a terrible session with the commando. We were exhausted, we were wet, we were just totally had it, but at the same time, I was really excited to get back to Camp Biggest Loser and see Megan again.
Mum and the rest of the contestants that left were wet, they were freezing cold, they were shaking, they were covered in mud all over their faces.
You all right?
It almost looked staged. They were that dirty, we didn't know what was going on. We thought they were tricking us.
In the state that we were in, I suppose it was laughable, but the smiles certainly turned into real concern very soon.
What happened? Where's Melanie? Where's Sharif?
They're gone.
What do you mean? What?
Commando took them.
They lost the least percentage of body weight, so he's kept Mel and Sharif. We don't know what he's doing.
And we don't know where they are.
Don't know where they are, when they're coming back. I'm pretty glad they didn't take Andrew.
We did a huge training session where we had to move sandbags and ropes and huge barrels. And we had to go under cargo nets.
Let's put it in and work harder! Come on! Grab the damn tyre, let's go!
We had to do the bridge.
Wally
hosed us.
I think you all need a little wash. Yeah? Wash those clothes off. Is it cold? Yeah?
I cracked up laughing at these guys when they came in. I feel so bad now, and Mel is not even here.
I was so furious that the commando had taken my little sister because I was really upset that I was being separated from her this early in the game.
How'd you go, Mum?
I didn't cope very well.
I freaked out for Mum. She has the biggest fear for him, and she had to see him again.
I got through 3/4 of the course and then I lost it, but the commando wouldn't let me go.
I want you to work harder, miss. I want you to pick up your game. You know you can do this.
I was still very emotional. You know, I had cuts and I've got bruises all up and down my legs.
I think it's a really good thing. I'm sorry to say, but if you guys got whipped like this, you imagine they're going to get whipped like this all the time. You imagine how many calories they burn, how determined they will be to finish this process. They've got a very good card.
I believe that Sharif definitely needs this from the commando. He needs a bit of tough love. And the thing is that, you know, he's getting to that point where he's breaking through the fear of moving forward, and he just needs that little thing that's just going to tip him over the edge. And right now he's got this big, giant army boot kicking him right over the edge.
He said to everyone when we'd done, he goes, "Okay, everyone leave."
Just wait a minute. Mel, Sharif, not so fast. The rest of you, go. Go.
It broke my heart to leave them there and to actually come home without them. I'm really concerned if the commandos had them all this time and doing the things that, you know, we've just had a taste of, you know, they'll be having a shocking time with him.
When I arrived at the house today, I was feeling really good. We've just won the weigh-in, the team is strong and fit, but you never know what's around the corner in the Biggest Loser house. Hey, guys. It's you on the stairs. Where's Mel?
She's not here. One of us out of our couples had to decide to leave and had a meeting with the commando. The commando took her.
So she's still with him? And who else?
Sharif as well.
And what time was this?
About 1 o'clock in the morning.
And you're clearly a bit upset about it.
Oh, yeah. She's 18 years old. She's by herself without me. And, yeah, I just worry about her.
The fact that Mel's still out there with Commando, I think it's just the right time, particularly to split the girls up for a little while and give them a bit of breathing space. She'll be fine. I know that some of them had a tough night, but hey, that wasn't going to change my game plan. We were going to train, and we were going to train hard.
Throw yourself into it. Let's go. Set up. Boys on the heavyweights first. It appeared to me that everybody that had trained with the Commando last night was fit and healthy and training really well, except for Julie. Mentally, that session had smashed her.
Just zip it up and do it, yes? All right?
I needed to get back in Julie's head. I needed her to understand that she's got to stop the victim mentality.
But I'm still pretty emotional and a bit shaken about the whole thing.
Right. Well, you're back here now, okay? You're back here with Meg's with you. I'm with you. But I need you to take that mental beat up on yourself out, that self-doubt. You can do it, and I've seen you do it, but you really have to believe in yourself, Julie. You really do. She was really non-committal to me, had no self-confidence. But you've got to make the decision. And it can't be just a flippant, yeah, okay, because I'll know.
I mean it.
I'm going to give you a couple of minutes.
Yep.
I want you to suck it up.
Yep.
Okay, and then I'm going to come back, I'm going to have a look in your eyes, and I want you to be ready. Okay, this is your time. Meg, tell her, you know what's riding on this.
Megan and I need to stay for a lot of reasons. I need to be there for the grandchildren. I need to get my marriage back on track. I do need to be here, and I don't want to go home yet. I don't want to go home still looking like this. I want to look a bit more special.
To see Mum and Dad happy again would be the best thing I could ever ask for. I would give up everything to see that. If she loses weight, she's going to get her life on track and save her marriage.
Being here with the Commando, it's a real blessing in disguise. The guys back at Camp Biggest Loser are probably going to be feeling for us because they know how tough he is. But with that comes the knowledge that we're here for one reason and one reason only, and that's because the Commando owns us now.
Mel, Sharif, you were dangerously close to the yellow line. We're not going to let that happen again. The last time I saw Mel and Sharif was through mud and pain.
If you don't want to get wet, move your backside.
Now it was time to see what they were really made of. Are you ready for what I got in store?
As ready as we're going to be. I immediately felt sick because I knew that it was about to unleash some pain.
You ready? Go, come on. Let's go, move it. We want all the equipment up the hill. If you can't get it all in one go, we're coming back and getting it. Let's go. Deep breaths.
Just carrying those sandbags up the hill was absolute hell. I felt like giving up so many times, but having the Commando behind me, he will not let you give up.
A little bit further, Mel, come on.
And he makes you really hurt.
Push, grit. Not too impressed with your work at the moment, Sharif.
The pain I feel is like the pain I've never felt before. He works every part of your body, and every part of your body aches.
Come on, Sharif. 5 seconds to get your backside up there. Not good enough. Get back down here, grab this equipment. If Mel and Sharif don't learn determination, they'll drop below the yellow line and they'll be going home. We're going to do 10 squat press.
I don't think I'm going to be able to do it.
You are. Get your elbows underneath it. When someone says I can't, it goes in one ear and out the other. Just suck it up. 1. Squat, then drive it up overhead. Up. Back to the chest.
Not having Holly there is weird.
So high in the chest.
I guess she's not there to distract me, for me to look over and see if she's okay. So it's good to just focus on yourself and getting yourself up that hill before thinking of anybody else.
Come on, Sharif. Don't hyperventilate. Don't make excuses. I can see the top from here. Let's go.
I think discipline is definitely something that was missing from my life. It makes you think. Even though you're in a world of pain, it makes you actually think that, yeah, he's right. And any time I feel like copping out or giving up, I'll think about what we went through today, and I'll think about the words that the Commando had for us.
Let's not forget what this is all about, yeah? I don't want to hear that you're near that yellow line again. Remember, this is about changing your lives. All right. It was time to leave Mel and Sharif behind, but I'll be back.
Coming up,
Let the battle for immunity begin.
Temptation is on the table.
There's nothing better than a good donut.
Later, one lucky couple will receive a visit they will never forget.
All right, let's go, gang. Come on in. Today's training, I want you to cut loose. It's all about just smashing up as many calories and just letting out as much emotion, anxiety, drama, whatever, get it all out of your system. There's been some heated words said amongst my team.
Don't stand there and say that it's us alone.
I don't want to talk to you anymore.
But due to the results of the elimination, there was way too much tension and wasted energy. I needed to gather them together and take that energy and direct it into a hard training session. That's a girl. Good, Holly. Now you got some power. Feel that. Good. Go, Holly. Go. 20 seconds. Come on, Holly. Good, girl. Do it.
Everyone else had their partners there except me. Melanie would have gone a bit easier on me.
Come on, for the last 5 seconds.
But having Michelle as my partner, I got double the workout.
I'm going to get Nathan to work with you. Nathan, keep her honest, mate. Keep her honest. During the training session today, I paired Holly and Nathan up together. There was definitely a reason. I knew there was still a little bit of tension. Best way to dissolve that is not always through words, but through action. That's it, Holly. You're a machine, girl. You've done this twice through.
Rip through it. Punch through it.
That's it. That's it. Good.
I was so angry yesterday that I wanted to hit Nathan, and I felt as though I still wanted to do that. So maybe did just throw a few of those punches a bit hard.
All right, two more. Focus and let's go. I had them supporting each other, pushing each other, but just basically sweating it out. Everything you got. Nice. Nice work. Beautiful. All right. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's all done and dusted, but it's certainly a step in the right direction.
Today we had a temptation. You know, we were all a bit dubious, a bit nervous. We didn't know what was going to happen. We'd lost 2 contestants to the commando, so it was a bit tense.
Once again, it's time to put your willpower to the ultimate test. Giving in to temptation is what brought you to the Biggest Loser in the first place.
I'd give in to temptation on a daily basis before I came here. Whether it be just going to the local bakery and getting a pie, or instead of cooking something at home, I'd just go down to the local takeaway shop.
But today, with immunity up for grabs, it could be the very thing that keeps you here. As always with temptation, the reward is great, but the risk is high, and the food, irresistible. With the competition heating up, immunity is becoming more valuable every week. Not only does it guarantee safety from elimination, but it hands over the power of the walk. Nathan and Andrew, as the current holders of immunity, should no one play temptation today, you will retain immunity for the 3rd week in a row.
I said to Sam that they're not going to have it. They're not going to have it for their 3rd week. I'm not going to allow that to happen, even if I got to eat half a horse. They're not going to have it.
Here's how temptation will work. 2 couples will be opposite each other at a table and be presented with a platter containing a mouth-watering donut.
Oh, I love donuts.
Bloody donuts, and I love them. Any donut without cream is my donut.
Sitting in the centre of the table is a wooden spoon. The couple that grabs the wooden spoon first will win the round. But they must eat the food, and so must their partner. Once the dishes have been eaten, the winning couple must decide who will take them on in the next round. You'll have 60 seconds to grab the wooden spoon. The game will continue until it's down to the final 2 couples, who will battle it out for immunity. Nathan and Andrew, as the winners of the last temptation, you will go first.
We all feel that it would be nice if Nathan and Andrew didn't have immunity. Nathan and Andrew seem to be dominating everything at the moment, and it would be nice to see somebody else take that position.
Andrew and I were first up, so we went into the house and went into the kitchen.
Andrew and Nathan, as the winners of the last temptation, you'll get to play first. So, which couple would you like to face off with first?
I reckon the boys, green boys. Green boys, yeah. Yep. Team Green, Ben and Sean, please.
Let's invite them in.
We were pretty adamant that we weren't going to go for it. But I said to Sean, maybe if it's under 150 calories each, we could maybe look at the possibility of going for it, but we'd make up our mind when we were actually in there.
When we walked into the kitchen, it had been transformed into a bakery, and just to walk in and see all the loaves of bread and all the cakes on the bench, it's just like a month and a half ago, I would have been tempted to just walk up and grab a couple of caramel slices and get into it. So it was a bit daunting for myself.
So we meet again.
Alpha and Beta.
Apparently so. Alpha, as it seems. Zeta.
When Nathan pointed at themselves and said Alpha and pointed at us and said Zeta, I think he's obviously got his facts wrong.
Gentlemen, first up on the menu will be a mini cinnamon donut, weighing in at 70 calories.
Keep thinking about it, Sean.
Boys, let the battle for immunity begin. Your 60 seconds starts.
We were basically trying to read them, see if they were going to play or stand there and not take temptations.
At that time, I was thinking this was a definite possibility. I didn't know what Sean was thinking because he was adamant outside that we weren't going to go for the temptation.
I'm saying, do I just stand here and see if they make a move, or do we just go bang and just grab it straight away?
Now, let the battle for immunity begin. Your 60 seconds starts.
I'm saying, do I just stand here and see if they make a move, or do we just go bang and just grab it straight away?
Now.
Good boy. Good boy. Thank you very much, sir. Enjoy. Good luck with it. Yeah. Oh, well, I hope you go all the way, boys. Thank you, guys. I hope you eat lots more donut.
Sean and Ben, you've given in to temptation and you've won the first round.
Thank you. Thank you.
You must now eat the donut.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Boys, eat up.
Enjoy, lads. Cheers, boys.
I'm feeling happy that Sean and I went for the temptation. However, obviously, there's always a downside to every action that you do. There's got to be a reaction, and that's the power of the walk.
Sean and Ben, you've now consumed 70 calories each. Andrew and Nathan, your winning streak at temptation has now officially come to an end.
Fantastic. Awesome.
You may now leave.
Thank you. Thank you, AJ.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, gentlemen.
I don't think they went for the wooden spoon, A, because they didn't have time to, but B, I think they're tired of being on the walk.
Sean and Ben, as winners of the first round, you must now choose which couple you're going to take on next.
We choose Megan and Julie.
Megan and Julie?
Yes.
Let's bring them in.
I was pretty sure we were going to see Nathan and Andrew standing there. It was such a shock to walk in and actually see Ben and Sean there.
It's a surprise.
We beat them at the draw.
Obviously. Well
Did
played.
they go for it as well?
No, they didn't.
Megan and Julie, it's now your turn to be tempted. Next on the menu will be...
The baker walked out and lifted the lid.
A tantalising jam-filled donut containing 190 calories. Contestants, your time starts now.
If Julie and Megan or any of the other teams wanted to take immunity off us, we had no problems with that because we'd probably be above the yellow line anyway. So we thought we'd take immunity off the boys and give another team a chance to take immunity off of us.
Immunity's up for grabs. Time is almost up.
I thought it's just not worth it. I just want to get out of there as quickly as possible.
Time's up.
Well done, girls.
Well done.
Well, looks like everyone's willpower held out. This means, Sean and Ben, you retain immunity for this round.
We're proud of ourselves for sticking by our game plan, which was to eat in the first round and then try and go through the rest of it without having to eat.
Sean and Ben, which couple would you like to face off with next?
We'll take the red team.
Cam and Sam?
Yes.
Let's bring them in.
On the outside world, the thing that tempts me the most are not the big meals. My wife eats the same big meals as I do, but I eat all the junk in between. Jelly beans and all the bad stuff that you shouldn't have, just in the top drawer at work, and donuts, just die for a donut.
The next dish to be served is...
They couldn't have picked the worst thing. It could have been a Jaffa donut. I suppose that would be the only thing that would have been worse, but there's nothing better than a good donut.
It was just phenomenal just to see his reaction about a donut.
Before you is a very tasty mini mud cake donut.
Only one?
Is that a favourite of yours, Cameron?
Is it tasty? It's a favourite.
You look like you were going to inhale that.
I can suck it from here.
To see Cameron react like he did to the donut, Ben and myself thought, OK, they're going to definitely play.
It contains 222 calories. Well, let's see how tempting it really is. Your time starts now.
I think as soon as AJ turned the glass over, they were just waiting for Dad to get it. His eyes were literally popping out of his head, waiting for that donut to go in his mouth.
Just to see Cameron stand there and stare down this donut, and he actually held Samantha's hand for support. For Cameron to do that, especially the way he was looking at this donut. So it was awesome to see.
Remember, immunity guarantees you another week in the competition. Time is running out.
I was trying not to look at the donut or the spoon. I was looking at the boys and the sand going down slowly. But it finally got through and I thought, yep, we've done it.
Time stops.
Well done, guys.
No, we crossed the line. We all stood on Fitzroy Island together, and I don't need it anymore. And I'll get there above that line without it, eh? Yeah.
Cam and Sam, well done.
See you guys.
Ben and Sean, who will your next victims be?
We'll take Amanda and Stuart, the purple team.
Let's bring them in.
After 3 rounds, Ben and myself still had immunity and we'd only consumed 70 calories, so things were going real good at that point.
When we were walking into the kitchen, oh my God, the smell. Oh, it was magnificent.
The next sweet treat on offer. A delicious strawberry glazed donut containing 264 calories.
As soon as I saw the donut, I just thought, oh my God, it would be so easy. And it just wasn't that much.
Contestants, your time starts now.
It's only 264 calories.
Yes.
Stuart and I sort of talked about it in that minute, about taking it. Do we need it?
No. We can't stop at one.
I'm just not ready. People watching, you know, are going to think it was just a donut, but I've really, really got to try and be strong and not give in, because if I do, I'm undoing all the good that I've done already.
Coming up.
Get ready for the biggest surprise yet. A prize more precious than all the immunities combined.
And a world first rocks Camp Biggest Loser.
Time's up. Because no one played, this means, Ben and Sean, you retain immunity for this round. Stuart and Amanda, you may now leave.
Thanks, AJ. Congratulations.
Realistically, I don't think that Ben and Sean or Nathan and Andrew needed the immunity, so I don't think it really mattered who had it. However, if it was the boys in blue, I think Stuart and I might have gone for it.
Well, Sean and Ben, so far you've taken on 4 couples and you've only consumed 70 calories each. Who's next?
We'll go yellow, Holly.
All right, Holly it is. Let's bring her in.
In the outside world, I'd usually get tempted by cakes, lollies, chips, chocolate. I'd love a piece of chocolate cake right now.
Holly, in the absence of your sister Mel, you'll represent the yellow team and compete on your own. Next up on the menu, is a very tempting cinnamon scroll donut containing 322 calories.
I didn't know what to expect with Holly. I didn't know whether she was going to be going for the temptation or not. So it was a bit of a risk for us to keep our hands away from the wooden spoon.
Your time starts now.
AJ said go, and I was standing there with Sean and Ben both eyeballing me.
I think Holly is feeling vulnerable at the moment because of the fact that Nathan said that she's got a target on her head, but I also think that because Mel is away, she is also feeling a bit vulnerable for that reason as well.
And time's up. Holly, you may now leave.
Thanks, AJ. Good luck, boys.
Thank you.
I think the teams probably can trust Ben and myself a little more than Nathan and Andrew with the power from the walk, so that's probably why they were not playing and keep giving us the chance to take the walk.
Ben and Sean, only the orange and grey teams remain. Who would you like to take on next?
We'll take orange, Teresa.
Let's bring her in.
I walked inside and I saw Ben and Sean. I started cracking up laughing, and I was thinking, please be strong enough not to take, immunity.
Teresa, since you're without Sharif today, you'll be playing for immunity alone. Let's see what's on the menu this time. Before you is an irresistible chocolate mousse and jam stuffed donut sensation, weighing in at 400 calories.
Everybody that knows me, I like donuts.
Are you serious?
And when I saw the jam donut, that was the last straw.
That's like 4 tins of tuna. And immunity. Let's see if it's as tempting as it looks. Your time starts now.
Doing the temptation without Sharif was pretty tough. I'm part of a partnership. I'm in a team with someone else, and we made it very clear that we would not take temptation unless we actually necessarily need to.
And your time is up.
There is a time and place to take temptation, but definitely Sharif would have agreed with not taking temptation.
Ben and Sean, you retain immunity for another round. Teresa, you may leave.
Thank you.
When Teresa didn't take temptation, we only had 1 couple to go.
Bob and I were very interested to see who would be standing in temptation. If the boys were still there, or if not, who had knocked them out.
When I saw Ben and Sean, I was pleased that they had obviously taken the challenge and taken the immunity away from Nathan and Andrew.
Contestants, you are the final 2 couples to play for immunity today. With so much on the line, we've saved the best for last. In front of you is a super-sized donut filled with jam, cream and chocolate. And a whopping 1,275 calories. Contestants, the winner of this round will win immunity and will be safe from elimination for 1 more week. But just what it's worth to you? Well, we're about to find out. Good luck to all of you, because your time starts now.
I can never really be exactly sure if Bob will give in or not. The looks that he was giving me, I thought, you know, actually, well, that's how much calories we're allowed each day. And so from that moment, sort of ticking in our brains was, oh, maybe we could play for this.
I was pretty confident that Bob and Tiffany wouldn't be going for the immunity. However, a little bit into it, Bob's gone to put his hand out and I wasn't sure what he was doing.
He was moving his fingers on the back of his hands and he was actually moving his hand forward and backwards. So he was playing with us a little bit.
Bob and Tiffany, this is your last chance to win immunity.
And I knew they were watching. I didn't know if they were willing to go for it.
I think Sean was closing his eyes because we were just so close to winning immunity.
Bob and Tiffany, this is your last chance to win immunity.
And I knew they were watching. I didn't know if they were willing to go for it.
1 more week in this competition. Going. Time is up.
We came back into the room to find out the result of today's temptation, and we had no idea who had or who hadn't taken temptation.
The winners of today's temptation are Ben and Sean.
Feeling pretty good, knowing I'm safe for another week.
You've now secured immunity, and it only cost you 70 calories each. Even if you fall below the yellow line at the weigh-in, you cannot be eliminated this week. As the winners of temptation, you now face the walk. But be warned, as quickly as it can give you power, it can take it away.
We're obviously very happy that we've won immunity, however we're a bit worried about what the walk might contain. That's probably our biggest fear.
Good luck, and I'll see you all very soon.
I think Ben and Sean did very well. However, they are worrying about taking the walk. They're afraid that they're going to have to vote off a couple from the training group, and then they don't know who they're going to vote off.
We all walked out onto the parade ground. 2 of our members are still away with the commando, and I wondered if it was something to do with their return.
I didn't know what was ahead of us, so I thought the worst and that there was going to be a challenge.
Hello everyone, and welcome to a very special event. As you've all learnt firsthand, the Biggest Loser experience is by no means an easy one. To be here, you have all given up so much. Your achievements on the scales have been incredible. But there's one person here whose efforts have been particularly spectacular. Bob, you have been the Biggest Loser for 2 weeks in a row. And so far, you've lost an astonishing 20 kilos.
Good job, thank you.
Last week, you recorded the highest ever week 2 weight loss in the history of The Biggest Loser.
I don't really feel like an inspiration to others, but I hope that for those that need inspiration, if they look and they say, well, he's 56 years of age, you know, if he can do it, we can do it. If that's the result, then I'd be very happy with that result.
Bob, get ready for the biggest surprise yet. A prize more precious than all the immunities combined.
I didn't know what to think. Everybody gasped and looked at me, and I always find it difficult being the centre of attention. I didn't know how to react.
Bob, this is our way of saying well done.
AJ told Bob, you've done really, really well so far and it's time to be rewarded. We were just wondering, you know, what's going to happen.
I could see my little granddaughter had just come up to the top of the steps. I just was stunned, absolutely stunned.
To hear those words, Mummy, that I hadn't heard for so long, you know, oh, it just broke my heart. I've never been so happy in my whole life. To kiss her, she's just so gorgeous, she's so precious to me. She means everything to me.
Seeing my granddaughter of all people there, my little Tinkerbell, I was just blown away.
Seeing Isabel and Tiff reunited, and Bob as well, I actually felt that could have been me meeting my family, so it actually spurred me on a little bit more to try and become the biggest loser the next couple of weeks.
And then I saw my son coming up the stairs, my son Ben, so that was very special to me. And also because it's Tiffany's husband. That was very, very special. It was very special. There was still one more person, and I knew that it would be Jan.
Bob, who never runs, I mean, he was running towards his wife. They've been together since they were 16, and they've never been apart more than a night. To see his wife, I know how much that meant to Bob.
Can't believe this. Having my wife there and being able to wrap my arms around her for us to be together was just amazing.
You're looking good.
Lost 20 kilos. You know, I know that in recent times with my weight and the obvious ill health that comes with it, you know, she's just been really worried that she's going to be left alone. I owe it to her to change. It's within my power and my power alone, so I need to do that for her and for myself.
Bob, you will be given day release from Camp Biggest Loser.
With the chance of seeing your family for being the biggest loser, it's definitely a prize to really work for. So everybody's going to put in 110%.
Tiffany, Bob's amazing back-to-back effort means that you'll also be spending the day with the people who mean the most to you. Today's reward will truly be a family affair. Enjoy your reward, you've earned it.
After we'd shown them around most of the place, there was one room that I'd been keeping in reserve to show them, and that was the trophy room.
This has all the memorabilia of, you know, the previous years it was around. These are the photos of the previous winners, and these are what they call the honour board.
Can you see who's up there?
Yeah, Bob.
What do you reckon?
Nice.
Oh, I'm just stunned. It's just fabulous.
That's what I was when I saw it.
He's really done it. Look, Jan, there it is. And she is so proud of him. We want them to write Bob down there already as a foregoing.
I'm just absolutely stunned that you've done so. I mean, I know you had the capability, but and I knew that you wanted to, but I just thought maybe when you got here that it might be too hard.
You know why it's not too hard? You know why it's not too hard? I'm doing it for you.
I believe that Jan now knows that I'm honouring the commitment that I made, and I think she's quite amazed at the results, as I am.
Next, Bob and Tiffany have a day to remember.
Yeah, I'm having such an excellent day.
And a farewell they'll never forget.
All the effort that I've put in that's enabled me to be the biggest loser for 2 weeks running. I couldn't think of a better reward than to have been able to spend some time with my family again.
You know, Tiffy and I, we're on the way. We're on a journey, and there's no turning back.
This is the man that she pins all her hopes and dreams on. And to see a man that is so overweight and is going downhill fast, then to see the change now, you know, he's lost 20 kilos in 2 weeks. I mean, who could do that?
It's so good to see them together too, you know. This will be a big thing for Tiffany as well.
I've missed you so much.
I'm proud of you for doing so well. I mean, that's why we're here, because you're doing good.
Yeah, I'm having such an excellent day.
Seeing Tiffany and Ben there on the beach, seeing Isabel in the water, it was just a really great feeling.
That's what I want to do, go canoeing. I love canoeing.
We'll be able to do it as families even. All those things we've always enjoyed before that have being overweight's just stopped. You know, I won't let you down this time.
As Jan and I walked along the beach hand in hand, we spoke about the future and where it'll go, and maybe have a little run on the beach and maybe sit there at sunset and watch the sun go down, and maybe go diving and swimming and just do many of the things that have been out of our reach for so long. It's all good.
So proud of you.
I'm never going to let myself get fat again. I'm making the change now, and I'm never going to let that happen again. Unfortunately, all things have to come to an end, even a beautiful day like that. So the time came to say goodbye.
We just want you to be happy and to try your hardest.
We're going to do that. If the time comes when, you know, it's our time, well, we're not giving in then either. We're just going to keep going.
Yeah.
Going all the way.
Good boy.
Said that.
Good boy.
This is it.
It's got to be, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's no turning back.
Many people here in the house would have given anything to see their families, but, you know, Bob and I were the ones that had it. The sacrifice that I know I'm putting my family through and that I'm feeling myself being split away from them, I have to do my best to make it worthwhile. Bye. Bye. Bye for bye.
When I started out the day, I had no idea what was going to happen, and in reality, I couldn't have imagined a better day.